My name's Frank Bittner. I'm originally from the Curtis Bay, Brooklyn section of South Baltimore. Grew up there as well as East Baltimore. And growing up, I was more or less grew up around this type of painting and didn't knew it as wood graining. Folks who've been watching way too much home and garden TV call it faux finishing. This was just something that I saw my father and grandfather doing as a young person, and didn't really get into it until later years when I found that everyone else that knew how to do it died.
Brief
Well,
history.
graining is wood graining, faux wood finishing. It's where you have something that is either not the wood that you desire, not the color you desire, and you put on a base coat or undercoat primer that would be the base of where you're trying to get to. Then, with regular oil based stains, you do a light coat over top, and you're using blades and combs to remove some of the stain, leaving lines, and like an artwork, a reverse art, so that you're recreating a wood finish that you didn't have before. Uh, Immigrants coming from Eastern Europe seem to know how to do this. Very well known art throughout Europe. So from 1880 well into the 70s in the Baltimore area that I know of, it was widespread. I'd say 7 out of 10 row house front doors were done this way all over the city. And of course, immigrants also did this inside their home on mantelpieces, woodwork, the doors in the house, even floors. But you'd be surprised how many people's parents, grandparents knew how to do this and just didn't pass it on. And by the mid 1980s, there were no grainers left. I'd rather be teaching it because I can't possibly do enough work myself. And it's something that you have to be a certain type of person to like doing this. And I just love teaching it.
My name's Tracy Murray. I live in Caroline County on the Eastern Shore. Originally from the Millersville area where I grew up. Been into a lot of art, drawing, painting, all my whole life. Um, Attended a church down here in Federalsburg. It was on Chipman's Lane. It's called Chestnut Grove United Methodist Church. And while I was there, I noticed that the front door had been faux wood grained. And I asked one of the people at the church who did that, and he explained to me who it was, and that they were getting ready to do it again. And I said, well, I'd really like to meet the man. In remodeling, I do kitchens, bathrooms, and just all phases of remodeling, and I really wanted to learn uh, this process. So at that time, they hooked me up with Frank, and I really enjoyed and liked doing it, and it was something I thought I could maybe get a little niche market. And at that time, we met and we redid the church doors down at the church. And then Frank had said something about maybe, well, I kind of bugged him and said, I really like to learn how to do this. So he said, well, if you're serious, they are, that the state of Maryland is offering some apprenticeships. And they accepted me, and I look at it as an opportunity. I also have, I've had 3 hip replacements, and I have 7 bad discs in my back. And I was hoping that I could get good enough where right now I'm in construction remodeling. It's a little hard on my body. I'm hoping I get good enough to actually take off with this and make a living at it.